Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a good old Sephora haul. I've made a few orders, some really exciting products I can't wait to use, and I want to share them with you guys today. So I am partnering with RAKUTEN for this video. Why do I have my hands going? I don't know. But if you don't know, RAKUTEN is the largest cashback website that partners with over 2,500 different brands you know and love. So Sephora, Ulta, there goes puppy running down the stairs. Thank you, perfect timing. Sephora, Ulta, Macy's, Forever 21, all the places I shop, RAKUTEN partners with them to give you cash back for shopping that you were already going to do. So I personally use it a lot for Sephora, Ulta. I use it for StubHub. I also use it for Macy's, Forever 21. Most of the brands that I shop online with do partner with RAKUTEN, and you can get 4, 6, 8, 10%, even like 13, 14% cash back for literally shopping that you were already gonna do. You just go to the website and sign up. It's free to sign up, and then you just type in the website. So for me, it would be Sephora. It'll tell you 4, 8, 10% cash back. You click shop now, and then you just shop as you normally would. You get a PayPal payment or a check every 3 months. Literally free cash back. I've been using this for years. I've been working with them for years. I got all my family on it. All my friends use it. It's just one of my favorite things. You also get a $10 welcome bonus when you sign up with the link in my description box and make your first purchase of $25 or more. So I highly recommend it. I've been using the service for years. I love it. I feel like it's addicting seeing the money you get back, and you literally do nothing but shop as you normally would. So make sure you sign up down below, and let's get into what I picked up from Sephora. So the first things I picked up were 2 blushes from the new Dior collection. These are the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow blushes. Okay, this one's upside down. We're starting off strong here. So originally I was just gonna pick up one, and then I thought, I was telling my friend Cheryl, and she goes, wait a minute, is that the same color in the highlighting palette? So here's the original highlighting palette, and because these are like rosy glow blushes, I was like, maybe you're right. Because when you look on the back of this, it just says it's the pink blush. So I thought, oh my gosh, is that the same thing? Because this one is called pink. So it was a little confusing. Once I saw some videos, I realized that it wasn't, because this is technically a highlight palette, but I've seen a lot of makeup artists use this as a blush. So I'm glad that she told me about that, because I thought I would have been so mad if I bought it and it was the same, but it's not. So here's the packaging on this one. This is the pink one. Super cute packaging. And when you do open it up, you can see that these are completely different. Different texture, different color. So I'm glad that they're not the same, because I thought that would have been really silly. So this is the pink one. This is a really tiny blush though, I will say. I'm okay with it because I do have a large collection. You know, me going through a blush is pretty rare, but it is quite small. And I want to say the packaging is really beautiful, but when I opened it, I thought, oh my gosh, did the blush break, and is it all kind of crushed up in the lid? That's what my first impression was, but it really just is the packaging. So this pink one is baby, baby, baby pink. And then I also picked up the coral one. I really love the Backstage line from Dior, and I also just love, you know, like tangerine blushes or really pink blushes. That's kind of my vibe. If you are kind of tan or deeper complected, I just don't know if these are going to show up, because they are very, I want to say like baby doll, pastel, soft colors. So I haven't worn them yet. I just did swatch the pink one, but let's go ahead and swatch. So the coral one is like, I would say this is like a sherbet kind of color. They are very light. When I'm thinking about it, I'm actually gonna start swatching on the inside of my hand, because otherwise my self-tan just comes off way too fast. This is insanely light, like a creamsicle color. And then the pink, again, so pastel. They don't look like they have a ton of glow to them either. Like when I thought of this concept, I thought, okay, rosy glow, they're gonna have a ton of, you know, like, I don't know, iridescence or just like glow, maybe shimmer. So when I look at them swatched, they are so light. I'm hoping that they show up on me, just because they really are so pastel. The reviews so far have been good, but it's a little bit different than what I would have thought. I really thought that these would be just a little bit more like of a satin or even a shimmer formula, and I don't see that. They look matte to me in the pan. So I'm excited to try these out. We'll see. I do self-tan, so I'm hoping they won't be too light for me when I have like my self tanner on, because I usually do, but we will try these in a trying new makeup. If you pick these up, let me know your thoughts down below. I'm interested to see if these work for all different skin tones. So next up, I got this lipstick that I had been eyeing. I really love Kasia Beauty. I just feel like they have such a beautiful kind of pinky, glowy, iridescent vibe. These are called the Air Heart lipsticks. So the packaging is just so beautiful. And this is 01 Sweetheart, which is the lightest shade. So I am wearing it right now with a lip gloss over it. So the packaging really is like a little heart. It's like this matte pink. I don't know, it's so beautiful. And then the actual shape of the lipstick is a heart as well. These are insanely creamy and pigmented. They do remind me of the new Smashbox lipsticks. Like one swipe pigment, they slide like just insane. Like this is literally what they swatch like. You don't have to build it up. You don't have to press hard. They are extremely comfortable on the lips. I don't know in terms of long wear how they will be. This shade in particular to me is like I would say like a cool tone nude pink. It's a little bit more like cool tone than I would have thought. It doesn't have any peachiness or anything to it, but the formula is so beautiful. And I don't find that I have an issue with the actual applicator being a heart because I do line my lips, so that kind of gives me a guideline. So I'm interested to try some more of these. I think the packaging is gorgeous and these are so creamy and just comfortable on the lips. Speaking of lipsticks, I had to try this out. I saw Katie Luster Luxe swatching these and I was like, oh my god. And she swatched a really nude one that was almost grayish and I thought it might be a little bit light for me, so I went up a shade. This is the new Gucci matte lip color. So these are available at Sephora. I got the shade 104 Penny Beige. I will say that these shades are so hard to figure out online. I've only really been able to figure out like what the actual swatches look like when I Google them, and you can't find all of them. So the packaging, I have to say, is so heavy and luxe. It's really beautiful. It says Gucci on the top. So this looks like a really, really beautiful nude shade. It's giving me like a really kind of mixture between Pat McGrath matte and also Charlotte Tilbury packaging. This shade looks so pretty, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you. It has the feeling that's so beautiful. I didn't want one that was too light, but it has the feeling of the Huda Beauty matte lipsticks. It looks like that too, or the Pat McGrath. It's really got that kind of, I want to say powdery look to it. I mean, the lipstick itself looks so powdery and matte and just aesthetically pleasing, but it swatches creamy and pigmented. I'm excited to try this. The one thing I don't like about it is it has that like floral high-end scent. I really wish that we could get over like the floral scent in high-end makeup or any makeup at all. I like scents in my lip products, like if it's cake scented or fruity or even minty. Floral, no. So I haven't worn this yet, but I have to say the presentation is beautiful. If I like the formula and the scent doesn't bother me, I would probably pick up a couple more. Next up, I saw this product and I really was attracted to it because it's called the Poreless Matte Primer. This is the Shiseido Poreless Matte Primer. I haven't heard anybody talk about this, so I really wanted to try it out. I really love the Smashbox Oil Control Primer, and I find that it does help with pores as well. I haven't tried a ton of Shiseido products, but this is what the packaging looks like. It's pretty unique, actually, and I wanted to see if this was something that I could use just in my T-zone area, if it would kind of do both. I don't need matte as much as I need pore smoothing, but if I'm going for long wear, this would be something that I would use just so that I don't have to touch up. I'm one of those people that I don't like to touch up like really at all. And that's why I think I opt for really long wear foundations. I cannot stand, you know, like breaking apart or just like my makeup sliding. It's just something that really bothers me. So I would use this like if I was going to a wedding or I needed my makeup to last all day. Oh, so it's interesting. When it comes out, it is like a light green. I'm rubbing it in. Okay, it has a slight kind of herbal scent, but nothing like really crazy. I'm really curious to try this out. Again, we'll try it in a trying new makeup. I just haven't heard anybody talk about this. I did try this Shiseido foundation and I didn't love it. To me, it reminded me of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate, like very close. So I feel like it's basically a dupe for that. But this just intrigued me. I thought matte, poreless, anything that says poreless, I basically added to my bag. So on the other end of the spectrum, I did pick up the new Fenty Beauty What It Do Makeup Refreshing Spray. So I originally got it sent to me and it had a crack in it from shipping and it was leaking all over. So I actually had to get customer service to send me a new one, which that's never happened, but the bottle is actually plastic. So if it's rough in shipping, you know, it will crack. So I feel like the packaging is super cute. I love Fenty's aesthetic. The mister on this is incredible. It is like the Cover FX misters, but better. It doesn't leave any splotches or anything like that. The one thing I will say is I don't like the smell of this. To me, it again has that kind of herbally or floral scent, and I don't like that. I prefer like the watermelon glow recipe or even a fresh like cucumber scent. I just don't like, I don't know, like feeling like I'm spraying perfume on my face, and I don't necessarily notice this makes me super dewy. To me, I'm just gonna be 100%, this is an okay product. Is it great? No. Is it bad? No. But for the price, I don't want to reach for it. Like the scent, it just doesn't do it for me. And it also doesn't make me feel like, wow, I really look dewy. So I'm kind of disappointed in this. I've been having a lot of so-so products lately, and I'm like, is it me? Is it you? Like, what is the problem here? But I'll keep it and I'll just use it up, but it's not something that I'm excited to use, and I don't know if it's the scent or the fact that it just doesn't really change the appearance of my makeup, or both. So next up, I saw these new palettes online, and I have like a soft spot in my heart for Sephora Collection makeup. I think they have some really great products. You guys know I have loved their blushes before, their face palettes. So these are the new Sephora, what are these called? The Trio face palettes. So I originally ordered Gleam, okay, which is the pink light one. They sent me Radiate, and then I ordered Gleam again because I thought, I'll just keep it, you know, whatever. And then they sent me Radiate again, and I was like, oh my God. So I had to call customer service. It was kind of like a hot mess ordering situation, but I will use both of them. So this is the Radiate shade. It is more of like a peachy, kind of burnt, a little bit deeper in tone. So let me show you what the actual palette looks like. So I have used this one, and I've used both of them actually because I've had it for a while. So the packaging feels pretty cheap, but really it doesn't matter to me because it's compact, and the actual powders in here are really nice. So the highlight in here is the standout for me. It's just really, really intense. Really nice formula, creamy, very high shine and pigmented. The center shade I'm kind of confused on. I think it's just like more of a subdued kind of highlighter. It's still a highlighter though. So it's kind of like Bam, and then there's kind of the middle shade, and then there's a matte blush, and I love Sephora Collection blushes. So this one is like an orange burnt kind of peachy color. I feel like a lot of people would really gravitate towards this. I'm more of like a pink blush type of girl, but I will use this, and I have used it. The highlighter is gorgeous. This one, I would say medium skin tone, something around there, even tan could benefit from this one. The highlighters, I wouldn't say are deep, but they're, you know, they're not, I don't think they would work on fair skin, whereas the other palette would. But I am happy to have this, and I think the price is really good on this. Again, the packaging feels just a little bit cheap. It's plastic, but honestly, the products inside are good quality, so that's kind of all that I care about. So moving into the one that I originally wanted, this is the Gleam palette. So this has like an icy pink highlight in there. This one is gorgeous. It really is. It is definitely pink though, so keep that in mind. And then the middle shade, it's kind of like a white champagne pink. And then there is just like a pink blush, which of course we know that I love. So this is just more for like lighter skin tones. If you like pink highlights, pink blushes, which, I mean, can you tell from my look today that I love pink? So I really think this is beautiful. I don't know. I'm impressed with these, especially the highlights. If you are in store in Sephora, just stop by and swatch these. I think you'll be impressed. But yeah, for the price, I think it's great. I think they do have 4 different colorways, so there are some deeper ones as well. But I thought for the price, these are really nice and compact for travel, and you can kind of get your blush and highlight. And if you want more of like a subdued highlight, or you really want to amp it up, you kind of have those options. So next up is a repurchase for me, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade 1, which is Fair. I also have the shade 2, so I use Fair in my T-zone under my eyes, and then I use the shade 2 for the rest of my face. This powder is phenomenal, especially if you have dry skin. It's just so beautiful. So I've gone through multiples of these. I will say I want her to expand the shade range on this because there's only like 3 shades, which is absolutely not going to work. If I'm using 2 of them, there needs to be like 7, 8 shades. This needs to kind of really expand. I really hope that she does this because this is a hero product, like standout product from her brand. This and the lipsticks and the under eye corrector are so good. So hopefully she expands the shade range so everybody can use it. I mean, I feel like it's 2020. We should have better shade ranges. I mean, seriously. Another repurchase. Well, actually, I had a point perk of this product and I fell in love with it. I used it all. So this is the Bumble and Bumble BB Hairdressers Invisible Oil Heat UV Protective Primer. I love this. It says it's for dry to very dry hair. I wouldn't say that I have dry hair, but this really feels good in the hair. So you just spritz it. I like that it's in a spray. I think that's one of the things. It's still creamy. It has kind of the feel of kind of like a milky leave-in conditioner, but it's in a spray. So it's no fuss. You don't have to get it on your hands. You just spritz it and comb through. It doesn't leave my hair heavy. I can still curl it, but it does have a heat protectant. And I feel like it also is kind of like a detangler in one. So I went ahead and purchased this full size because I had this like little mini size and I went through it. I mean, I used it every time I washed my hair. So I really think that you would love this if you're looking for a heat protectant that's no fuss, that you can just spray and go and you don't have to get it all over your hands. It smells nice and it just does the job without weighing my hair down. So I got another brush from ABH. I love their 7B brush. It is their double-ended brush. It's an eyebrow brush. You can use it for liner or brows, but it has a spoolie on one side and then an angled bit on the other. And I want to get another one in a different shape. This is the number 12 brush. I really think she does well at eyebrow brushes. I wish the ABH would chill out on like the eyeshadows and do more stuff like, you know, complexion or even just new innovative brow products or tools or brushes. So this one has a spoolie on one side and then on the other side it has a really tiny angled brush. This is what I like about these brushes. They're very thin in the hand, very comfortable. They have the spoolie, but it's not a cheap, shitty spoolie that's gonna just like fall off because we've all been there. And the angle on this is perfect. These are so thin. These are the type of brushes that you can get the hair-like strokes with a pomade or a powder. So if you've been looking for like a really, really precise angled brush, you could also use this for winged liner. I'm telling you, the 7B and this one, looking at it, it is so thin. You could get like those perfect strokes. So I'm excited to have this in my collection because I thought I lost the 7B. I couldn't find it and I was like, what the hell? Like I was actually missing it. And you know, with my collection, or if you even have a small collection, if you misplace one of your favorites, you're like, where did that go? And like you're missing it and nothing can replace it. I just feel like her eyebrow brushes are done so well. So I would recommend both of these. Just looking at this, it's very similar. It looks even like it's more precise, which would be great for strokes to make it look like I have fluffier brows than I do. So lastly, I have some more lipsticks. I know I need help, but I didn't want to do all the lipsticks at once. So I did pick up two of the new Lawless lipsticks. These are called the Classic Cream lipsticks. So this is what it comes like in the packaging, and then this is what the actual component looks like. So I got the shade Fawn first. These are interesting. I don't know if I'm obsessed with the formula. I've only tried Fawn on, I think, like once or twice. These definitely are not like those matte kind of Gucci ones that I was talking about. These are more like a satin creamy formula, but they're also not as pigmented. To get this swatch, I kind of swatched it 4 times back and forth. These do have a lipstick smell, but I kind of like it. It's kind of nostalgic, like the MAC lipsticks, think something like that. And then I also picked up Suede. So I haven't swatched this one yet. Suede seems more like the greigey color. Yeah, it definitely is more of a cool tone. The one thing I keep seeing is that people are having a hard time finding one that will work for them. This one is actually a lot darker than I thought it would be, just upon reading reviews. And I feel like looking at the swatches online, it's really hard to tell because a lot of them are quite light, like MAC Myth or something like that. Suede is pretty, I mean, it's pretty deep. I wouldn't say it's like super deep, but it's a deeper nude. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell like what these actually will look like until you actually put them on the lips. They're kind of interesting in that way because I've seen swatches where I thought Suede looked light, and then I've seen swatches like just now where I'm like, oh, I didn't realize it was going to be that intense. But nonetheless, I will use them up. I'm a lipstick fiend, obviously, from all the lipsticks that I bought. That's the one thing I would say, if you can go in store and find these, swatch them and figure out what shade will work for you. But I think the formula it's nice. I don't think it's like the best ever, but I do like the nude lipstick launches. To me, I'm a nude lipstick lover, obviously. I mean, in this haul, I bought 4 lipsticks. Like, do I need these? Absolutely not. But lipsticks are kind of like my thing. All right, guys, that is everything that I picked up from Sephora. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, even though I feel like I bought a ton of blushes and lip products. That's just really what I'm into recently. So let me know if you've tried any of these products. I'm curious if you've tried like the Fenty spray or the Lawless lipsticks or anything, and I want to know your thoughts, your little mini reviews down below, or what are you excited about? I know Pat McGrath has some new products coming out, so there's some new stuff coming that I have my eye on. So don't forget to check out Rakuten and sign up down below. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.